On Saturday, Prime Minister Raila Odinga received a major boost to his presidential campaigns after Kinango MP Gonzi, who was elected to Parliament on a Ford People ticket, announced his support for Odinga and ODM. But a day later, Odinga and ODM appeared to have suffered a political blow after nominated MP Rachel Shebesh conspicuously attended a TNA retreat in Naivasha. Shebesh, who has been a fiery defender of the Prime Minister and visible campaigner for ODM, was warmly received by MPs allied to TNA party at the workshop, which was chaired by TNA presidential hopeful Uhuru Kenyatta. Shebesh, who is said to be interested in the women representative seat in Kiambu County, is however yet to officially announce her move. The meeting, which was attended by MPs and aspirants to various elective positions in the coming polls, resolved that parties that support Kenyatta's presidential bid should join TNA to form a formidable team that could win the March 2013 general election.
Even from the past by-elections, that TNA is the party of the future, and Kenyans have resoundingly told us that they believe in our agenda.
On the other hand, Prime Minister Raila Odinga, for the second day running, pitched camp in the coastal region to popularize his presidential bid and the ODM manifesto. Odinga, who was accompanied by cabinet ministers and MPs allied to ODM, said that the party is now ready to fulfill its manifesto and vision for the country, which had allegedly been frustrated by the coalition government. Odinga said ODM has been unable to achieve its aspirations for the country after it was forced into a coalition with PNU after the 2007 disputed presidential election results. Odinga urged Kenyans to give him a chance to lead the country come the next elections.
Wengine kusema ati ususie kura vile vile si suluhisho. Manati hata usipopiga kura wengine watapiga. Wengine watapiga na wale ambao watapiga ndio wataendelea mbele. Na wataunda serikali. Tumechoka kukaa hivyo. Tukasema tuunde chama ya mabadiliko na tukawa na bahati kuwa na kiongozi Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga.
And in Nairobi County, Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka was reaching out to members of the Akorino sect, seeking their support for his presidential bid. Musyoka, who had attended the launch of the book titled In Search of Identity, The Akorino Community Demystified, authored by Abraham Masharia at the KICC, asked members of the sect to pray for him and the country as Kenya approaches the next polls. Musyoka, who is eyeing the presidency on a Wiper Democratic Party ticket, promised that his government will stand for the full implementation of the Constitution, peace and the fight against poverty.
The bit about marginalized communities. You heard these communities say over the years have been marginalized, and they said that there cannot be anybody really allowed us to go forward to talk about marginalization of any faith-based organizations.
Later, Musyoka headed to his Saikuru village in Mwingi North, where he attended the anniversary of his late mother, Mama Sarah Malia Musyoka, and refuted claims that the G7 alliance was planning to isolate Deputy Prime Minister Uhuru Kenyatta due to his popularity. And shortly after Musyoka left KICC, presidential aspirant on a NAK Kenya party ticket, Martha Karua, joined the Akorino faithful. While asking them to vote for her as the country's fourth president, Karua said that the main challenge Kenya faces as a nation is corruption and impunity, which she promised to tackle if elected president. Karua maintained that she will pick her running mate once she clinches the NAK Kenya party nominations and declared that NAK Kenya will not form any coalition before the election.
Coalitions before the elections kill parties. Coalitions after the elections develop parties.
Meanwhile, presidential aspirant on a United Republican Party ticket, Eldoret North MP William Ruto, took his presidential campaigns to Kajiado County. Ruto had attended an initiation ceremony for Masai Morans. Ruto assured the residents that if elected to State House, he will ensure the CDF kitty in all the constituencies is boosted to initiate development projects for both women and the youth.
Na sasa hakuna story tena ya watu kutuambia ati hawataki constituencies 80 mpya. hawataki viti ya kina mama. Wao walikuwa dunia gani? Where were they? Walikuwa watu wakati katiba mpya ilikuwa inapitishwa.
Meanwhile, presidential aspirant on a new Ford Kenya party ticket, Eugene Wamalwa, says he will soon be launching his fundraising campaign for the presidency. Wamalwa, who was campaigning in Kwanza, Trans Nzoia County, assured area residents that his name will be on the presidential ballot paper, declaring that he was determined to succeed President Kibaki after he retires from office next year.
As far as the presidential race is concerned, there will be no retreat, there will be no surrender. Sisi tuenda mbele hadi kwa debe, and I'm sure tukifika kwa huo mtihani, vile tumepita mtihani wa tarehe 17 Septemba, tutapita huo mtihani wa tarehe 4 March with flying colors.
And in Kirinyaga County, presidential aspirant on a Kenya National Congress party ticket, Peter Kenneth, has asked the electorate to vote wisely and avoid being hoodwinked by politicians who later failed to deliver on their promises. Kenneth, who had attended a church service at Mukindori Catholic Church, Kirinyaga County, said that the nation cannot be built through emotions, but on inner thoughts and vision.
Majina na umaarufu huwezi jenga taifa. Taifa litajengwa na watu wana maono, watu wana mapenzi, watu wana nguvu ya kufanyia taifa kazi.
And after recently decamping to the National Alliance Party TNA, presidential aspirant Gashoka MP Mutava Musyimi now says he's ready to face Deputy Prime Minister Uhuru Kenyatta during the party's presidential primaries. The Democratic Party of Kenya, on whose ticket Musyimi had initially intended to vie for the presidency, rejected his application, claiming he was not a party member and also lacked national support. Thairu, Sunday Live.